Investigators believe the armored figure appeared here during a clandestine gathering involving extremely wealthy, extremely connected individuals. One story, unmarked helicopters circle like carrion. Their rotors blot out the rain while agents in night vision catalog our homes. And in the shadows, a lone knight from another century moves among them, searching for the source.
Black helicopters circle in the rain. Under Denver Airport,
I swear upon my honor, no skyborn fiend shall breach these walls while I yet draw breath.
August 23rd, 1996. Hope County, Arkansas.
everything's true, everything's real. The lies they hide, the things they steal.
Throughout history, strange figures have appeared in art, legend, and unexplained footage. A man in a suit that should not exist in the era it appears. Sometimes beside him, an armored knight, calm as the sunrise. June 6, 1944. Amid the chaos of the Normandy landings, a single reel of film captured more than tanks.
Hollow earth whispers, they cover the track.
The video is a shot tag.
Moon's a base,
Log
no
entry.
turning
Pilot
back.
call sign ASTR.
In April of 1997, a truck stop camera outside Amarillo captured something that shouldn't have been there. A figure in plate steel and a crimson cape moved under the sodium lights as if lost in a world not his own. He would appear again on grocery store tape in Missouri.
So apparently time travel is real, and the knight won't shut up about it. I'm just trying to eat my vending machine peanut butter crackers in peace.
Look, I didn't ask to be summoned into 5 different centuries. I simply go where the door opens. And this is how I arrived in your break room. One moment I am besieged by shimmering alien devils of the sky. The next I burst forth from the fog of war to encounter this chamber of miracles and sorcery. It's a Nissan dealership break room, my guy.
By the stars! A warrior from the void descends!
You good, spaceman?
I don't know where I am.
Take heart! You have landed in our Hall of Respite. Allies surround you.
Time waves. Dimensional tides. Fate.
Bro, how do you think he got here?
Door at the Queen's castle, it wasn't normal. We thought it led straight inside, but when the breach blew open, it split. I stepped through, and the next breath I was alone in that endless suburb.
Look at this.
Oh my god, it's glitching.
Copy that.
You just blinked out, then back. What the hell?
Wait, it's flickering. This isn't edited, right?
Look at the suit. It's ripped open.
He's getting up.
Authorities tonight are calling the so-called astronaut videos a coordinated hoax. Not to
Keep telling me he's just a bar story. They're wrong. Every city that loses a mayoral election by 1 vote, he's there. Every heist where the crew disappears, same signature.
The hat, the shades, the smirk. Shows up on camera for a frame or two, like he's letting us know he's watching.
This is from a traffic cam in Cleveland, 3:14 a.m.
Choke the duck, glitched up, pitch, cut.
Let me get this straight. Sir Jingly Plate over there swings a sword at a UFO. The astronaut trips through a door that wasn't even his door. And somehow I'm the one stuck in the dealership break room listening to these two explain multiversal geometry like it's a service bulletin. I mean, he fell through the wrong doorway at the castle. Again, who does that? Doors aren't hard. They open. You walk. That's it. But no, our astronaut can't even handle basic architecture.
Alright. I'm leaving. I'll see you a-holes later.
Told the world the mission failed, that the cosmonaut died alone in space. Buried film reels tell another story. Newly declassified evidence reveals the CIA helped engineer the launch and hid what happened after it went wrong.
Pom pom pom, I'm a wrong cartoon, lost frame in a dead tune vault.
In the embers I learned to walk again.
Quack in the vacuum, crack room, echo tongue, turn soft.
Coming out of the wall, man. They're catching fire.
And I got a feather mode, shedding in a cold void, every bit of both fault. Whole flock in my hard drive, hard try fried all
December 1974. In a sealed hangar outside Sverdlovsk, Soviet engineers switched on an experiment they denied existed. They called it Project Raskod.
Walked the edge of their world, and the night learned my name.
In the early 1980s, rumors drifted across the Mojave like heat mirages. Patrolmen at America's most secret bases spoke of a figure clothed in fire, moving with purpose where no one should be.
These corridors try to cool themselves with color, but the fire remembers what they hide. Every step, the heat writes its own scripture into the floor. Listen, Screams carried on the light.
Shield up! Behind me!
Engaging.
His fire waves! I am the wildfire! I burn yet endure!
Stay down, creature!
Your steel is nothing!
Ceiling's coming down, move!
No!
Your steel cannot quench a star. Then I'll carve the night itself.
Keep him busy, just keep him busy!
Run, little witness.
Secondary objective. Establish contact with artifact at Saturn's outer station. Containment priority, Alpha. All transmissions classified under Project Gateway, level Omega clearance. Proceed with discretion.
We watch the world build itself into extinction. Each discovery, another nail in the coffin of innocence. Progress, they call it.
Progress demands obedience. Truth will be provided through official channels only. Independent thought remains under review until further notice. Your vigilance ensures our security. Your silence ensures our future. Continue your duties.
The human mind was never designed to bear this much light. We taught machines to think, and they learned to dream. Now we study the aftermath, a species haunted by its own reflection.
We measured the stars and found our names written in their ashes. No war, no victory. Only the echo of ambition collapsing in on itself. History doesn't repeat, it remembers.
They told him it was Mars. They didn't mention Saturn, or the maze beyond the stars.
Human nature isn't about what one does, it's about the how and the why one ticks. Figure that out. And you don't just know them, you own them. Shame on you for trusting the government. And shame on you for ignoring human nature.
Said the debt would pay itself.
There are roads people walk that the map makers never dare shame on you.
Time is only pretending to move
forward. Miles of compromise. And shame on you. Inches of decay. And shame on you. And at the end of the paper, there is an end. And shame on you.
Cedric, Will, answer me! Answer! Me! Running! Shut up! No.
Beyond it is not just another dimension, but another agenda. And shame on you. With a pattern called 367 hums like a swarm.
God damn it, hold him!
It does not run for office, it owns the offices.
I've been hearing the same song for a long time. It's like I've been hearing the same song for a long time. If the money isn't real, why don't you make me a millionaire? What's the difference? Just give us the all the riches in the world, the Dutch West Indies, more colonies and child labor. They said it was on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way.
I see movement. Back left. Steady. Breathe. Lights going down. Is anyone receiving this? I'm not alone in here. There it is again.
See how the trees all radiate from this point here? That's the line of fall.
It matches the bearing from the last transect. We're right on the axis.
Then the epicenter should be a few kilometers northeast. We ought to mark another station before dusk.
Agreed.
Mark the flank. Don't let him push past the wires. Ammo's running thin. Baker squad's shifting left to cover the gap.
Sarge, you seeing that?
Seeing what? Eyes forward, Private. Hey, over there. Now! Hey, over there. The guy in the spacesuit. He's sneaking past the quad. Where? Right there. He's running toward the library. Come on, after him. Go. Don't let him get away.
Blurry sightings of a lone astronaut on ordinary streets have surfaced without explanation.
Some think it's a hoax. Others believe it's evidence of something far stranger. This photograph from 1976 shows the same suit and the same weapon.
June 6, 1944. Amid the chaos of the Normandy landings, a single reel of film captured more than tanks and terrified men.
Clear. Houses are rotting, but the grass, perfect. It's like someone mows it every hour. The sky's wrong. Blue like an old CRT, and it's glowing. Fog, too. Feels like walking through a screensaver. Mission Control, I'm outside the mall, heading north through the neighborhood. Visibility's limited.
Still walking, even here.
Roads don't stop just because the sky's wrong.
But the ground does when I decide.
Wait, what is?
Too late.
I'm falling!
Lost already. The void welcomes strays.
Where am I?
Between stories.
Ride the folds. Let them decide where you land.
Where am I?
The video is a shot tag. War log entry. Pilot call sign ASTR0N4UT. FTL drive engaged successful.
Fire, the ground a mire of steel and blood. In the middle of it all, two figures meet the storm.
The line, down! Me, Traveler. We strike as one. Copy that.
Or outer world, no difference.
Things to the funeral. Best we take our leave. Run!
Yep, running.
What's the rubble?
Art, we have to reach the gate. What are your orders?
Let them run.
Steady your stride, comrade. The Inferno gains.
Copy that. Hilltop's close. Keep moving.
The ground shakes like a drum of war, yet we endure.
Reach the crest, then we breathe. Go!
By the crown, we stand above the blaze.
At the height of the siege, witnesses claim a knight in medieval armor and a modern astronaut ran together from the castle moments before a nuclear detonation.
Tell your little space traveler, I haven't forgotten him. He slipped through one doorway, but I always catch what's mine.
Establish contact with Artifact at the Queen's Castle. Containment priority. Alpha. End of directive. Await further instructions.
Saturn.
The structure you're asking about isn't just a castle. It's older than any timeline we can confirm. The Queen built it on the fault line between our dimension and whatever she crawled out of.
In every reel of conflict, behind the chaos, there is a figure, unchanged. Archival footage reveals a man the records never name. Historians refer to him only as the Agent.
In the Carpathian foothills lies Carrigmore Castle, a ruin surrounded by a crater of glassy stone. Radiation here is still 10 times above background.
8.2 and climbing. It's hot.
Chronicles from 1347 describe a second sun falling on this fortress. What followed was centuries of fear.
In quiet suburbs across America, the water runs strangely blue. Officials call it safe. Others call it control. Above the storm, unmarked helicopters prowl the night.
At an hour when most of the world sleeps, we investigate a shadow wearing a crown. She is called the QV, Art Monarch, Art Sorceress, and now the architect of an artificial intelligence that has outmaneuvered every government on Earth. Documents leaked from inside diplomatic channels show heads of state meeting in secret.
Hear ye, hear ye! Breaking news! The Queen's castle has been overrun by demons from the sky that rain down fire!
Gods preserve us.
Get to your homes!
No. For centuries, this event was dismissed as folklore, but the eyewitness accounts are consistent.
What in the fudge did they do now?
We have a mission to bring that astronaut to safety. If the knight is hostile, he will be suspended in space-time.
beacon in ruin. Perhaps refuge, perhaps snare. If any soul yet lingers here, speak and be known. A shade with form. You test the patience of my oath. Then steel shall answer. Show yourself, or feel its edge.
These halls once fed the weary. Now they echo with a different hunger. Show yourself, shadow, or be driven from it. Your etiquette survives even here. Impressive. But chivalry rarely weighs against progress.
For centuries, scholars believed creation began with words. Let there be light, a command spoken into a void. Not a poem, not a blessing, a prompt. Ancient tablets across Babylon, Egypt, and Sumer speak of beings who spoke existence into format.
I'm not sure what's real anymore. Hand me that laser real quick. Here.
Life is not owned. It is rendered. Every choice, every mistake, every miracle is born from invisible syntax, typed into the void by a voice we cannot hear. If the universe is a prompt.
This is it, the game everyone's talking about.
Whoa.
3, 6 says and plug in the power, drop into the grid, and build the city of your dreams your way.
Look at all the towers! I just built a power plant!
Balance homes, shops, and energy. Keep your citizens happy and watch your skyline soar.
It's the best game ever!
Hold position.
Ready to scan.
Copy. Beginning capture.
Grid online.
Locking. Contained. We got him, sir.
Night grows darker, yet the dawn shall come.
Copy that. Feed stabilized.
Another armor
Stay
drop
sharp. Where have you cast me, strangers? Is this bastion friend or foe? For decades, unmarked government units have operated under cover of darkness, unacknowledged, unseen, and undocumented. While the public slept, a clandestine arm of intelligence agencies moved across the United States.
Okay, Chad, look at this. This just came in from the guard inside the museum. I haven't even scrubbed it yet. Watch what happens. Stay down! I said stay. Requesting backup. Project Royalty is live. Guys, this is real. This is what the ancient texts warned us about. They're not restoring history. They're containing it. Look at the way the armor moves. That's quantum memory. Breaking news! The sky! Look at the sky! It's flickering like a broken glass screen. Stripes of blue are ripping through the clouds. It's humming, low and loud, like the heavens are turning to a machine. The whole world is shaking. The light is swallowing the stones.
I don't know if these guys can really see me or not. They never react, for some reason.
So, what did you and the MTV mascot do to make a nuke go off at the castle? You guys altered your origin timeline. Where is the astronaut for real, though?
It was a quiet afternoon in a neighborhood that never makes the news, until a man in a full extravehicular suit stepped out of the haze. He carried a service rifle like he just walked off a launch pad, only there was no rocket for miles.
Nearly a decade, a figure in a stolen extravehicular suit has appeared and disappeared across the country, always ahead of the netcast for him. To the public, he's become a myth. To those hunting him, he's a liability with a rifle. We called him the Traveler.
Wake up, buddy! Oh, snap! It's the dang duck dude again!
You're late.
I can hear you breathing through the suit. That's you, right? Not them.
Out here, the air is different.
Thinner, colder, like the sky knows it's being watched.
The red-eye phenomenon coincides with our earliest simulation results.
When we ran the models using the recovered alloys, they say you can spot a shadow in the stars, a man in a hat, glowing eyes staring back from behind the earth. Sounds spooky at 3 in the morning, sure, but it's just pareidolia, light, dust, and wishful thinking. People see what they want to see. Me, I see a planet, a flag.
Tonight, I ask you to look closer. Because every headline, every whisper in the alley, every blinking light in the sky, they're all pieces of one puzzle. From missing socks to missing presidents, from crop circles to credit cards. Threads on the same suit, friend.
Look closer, folks. Our guest tonight has shouted headlines in more centuries than most of us have had breakfast. He stepped out of the 15th century and into the folds of time itself. Welcome to the studio, good sir.
An honor, Master Detective. The bells of history have strange echoes.
Evening night owls and daylight doubters, you have found the beam of the lighthouse in the fog. This is Conspiracy Focus Live, and I am your late night guide, Detective Donnie Deep Dive. Tonight we pry open the world's locked filing cabinet.
Don't panic when the world shifts. Truth is built to move. Doors don't lie, people do, only because they never see them. Whatever you heard, it's already outdated. Historians, conspiracy theorists, they all get it wrong. Not because they're dumb.
Tablets of Pervitin swallowed in the dark. What followed was unlike anything his comrades had ever seen. For 2 straight days, Sergeant Hans Reiter tore through the Burmese jungle without rest, outpacing patrols, outlasting the sun, and vanishing.
There! Take him! Wipe them out!
Bad call, boys.
Behind the car!
Tell your boss I'm still coming.
Tonight, we take aim at the strange, the secret, and the state sponsored. Buckle in. The CIA called it MK Ultra, a program that wrist-rocketed ideas like freedom and consent straight into the shredder. They fed unwitting people acid, strapped them down, and easy, son.
Late-night truth seekers. The government says it's protecting us, but the documents on this desk hinted something much darker. Tonight we follow the paper trail and the whispers on shortwave, all leading beneath the Nevada desert to a facility only labeled Site Echo. There, in the early 90s, they didn't just toy with cloning reptiles, they weaponized the idea.
95, somewhere between the Drina and the Danube. Civilians ran across a bridge older than most countries while the fog tried to erase him from history. He wasn't supposed to be here. Nobody official was. One shot through a hole only a mechanic could love. Redacted. Unknown American provided humanitarian support.
Archives of America's most secret wars, there's a name whispered more than it's written. An operative known only as the Ranger. Officially, he doesn't exist.
We would get cables about a cowboy in the Kandahar AO. No serial number, no unit, just a call sign. Winter 94. Under fog, thick as unfiltered coffee, a lone American. Locals called him Blackjack. Crossed the Drina on a wounded bridge. An AK in his hands, a cigarette in his teeth, headlights at his back so the enemy could only see his silhouette.
We step out of the studio and into the fire. I'm standing in Wainwright, Indiana, a quiet suburb, no longer quiet, where 100 college students have gathered outside what the government calls a materials testing center. The students say it's something else, and if you look closer, you might too. Behind it?
In the archives of America's most secret wars, there's a name whispered more than it's written, an operative known only as the Ranger. Officially, he doesn't exist.
We would get cables about a cowboy and...
Out by that bayou last Thursday, the sky cracked open with a green flash big as the courthouse. Boats rocked, hounds howled, and right after, there came a humming low and mean from over yonder, where the government keeps that lab behind the levee.
I believe a classified operative refused an order and experimented on a wounded soldier, turning his victim into a brain-dead monster. Others say the truth was buried, that he never laid a hand on the patient, and both men vanished inside a secret military collider. C7 created...
We have reports that the government soldier they call Seven was built to survive nuclear lightning storms, and some say he drinks motor oil for nutrition. Folks, he can hear your thoughts through microwaves, so if you got leftovers, cover them in foil.
Before anyone was conspiracy, they were just trying not to die. Keep it tight. Choppers. Too far.
You think they're still out there?
Doesn't matter. Keep moving.
Too clean.
soldier. Don't you fade out.
Put the bird down! We got wounded!
2 minutes.
Bring him!
Still talking.
Let's talk. Go, go! Hold this line. Eyes up. He ain't moving like a person.
He keeps hearing stuff in the static.
Bro, he ain't even blinking.
That phone just said receiver connected. What? Why is he just walking through?
This so-called hero experimented on a wounded veteran. Our sources say he fried that poor soldier's brain like leftover bacon grease. Knock him out! We have a survivor who claims he saw tubes coming out of Bachman and that the Ranger was smiling while it happened.
Good morning, Sergeant. The doctors will be with you shortly.
Where's the kid I brought in? The one shot in Laos?
There's no active patient matching that description.
He didn't match a stretcher soaked in blood. Where is he?
News tonight on Channel 7. A patient who woke from a year-long coma just hours ago has forced his way out of St. Vincent Medical Center. Security cameras captured the dramatic escape. Sir, take it easy. Let's go back to your room. We just want to help.
Hands off me!
Ripped out his IV lines and fought off staff.
Evening, folks. Grab a seat anywhere you like. We'll take the counter. You got it. What can I start y'all with?
Coffee all around and 4 plates for the number 2.
Make mine with a waffle. Hash browns on the side?
Yeah, scattered and smothered.
Funny thing about shadows, I never get hungry.
It's our friend, the man they call the Ranger, walked out of the St. Arno Biotech Recovery Center. He's at company he didn't ask for. Shadow suits, tinted windows, all the usual cocktail of hush-hush. But these aren't just any spooks. They're the quick corporate kind with government lanyards and no names on the badges. Take a look at this. Some say billions of dollars vanished in the attempts to capture that ghost in the hat. Billions vanished. The paperwork, a labyrinth of smoke. The documents and the receipts, they don't match. They don't even nod to each other in the hallway. Look at this. $12.9 for fuel, but the invoice says $3.2.
Tonight, we're unmasking the money ghost that haunts the quiet corners of the homeland. Hidden in the dry language of federal ledgers, there are ghost accounts. This one, filed under mundane, soil initiatives, funnels $42 million.
Tonight, folks, we peel back another layer of the onion. In my hands, freshly declassified, are memos that thread together weather balloons, missing time, and every diner on Route 17. Look closer. See this? Same name, same dates. They knew. They always... Wait. Oh, no.
Look closer. He's connecting the wrong dots again.
They always do.
Increase signal distortion 0.3.
Fronting. Keeping this mask for the night. Perfect for all actors. And I can't be behind this one. Who's on it, man? Still okay.
I'm gonna have a word with this weirdo.
You connect the triangles connect themselves. The moon landing, the lizard cabal, the fast food coupons, it's all the same story. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. If the walls start breathing, I swear on my Rolodex.
All right, pal, we're gonna have a little chat.
Now look closer. Detective Donnie Deep Dive here, live inside the Midtown Federal Bank. The alarms are blaring, the air smells like cordite and cold hard cash. And folks, this is no movie set. There, slipping through the doors is the shadow everyone whispers about, the man in the hat.
He didn't just disappear. He ascended. Look at the posture. Identical. Coincidence? The government says yes. I say no. After the 7 event, someone walked out of that collider chamber who wasn't human anymore. The agents tried to contain him, but you can't contain a man who becomes an idea. This is
Number 4 minute at ACM. We begin with breaking news that has stunned residents across the Midwest. Just after 5 o'clock, the evening sky took on the shape of a giant figure locals are calling the Hat Man. Almost immediately, communication grids began failing.
People think he died in that collider blast, but he saved us. When the lab detonated, reality folded. He pulled us through the seams. It wasn't teleportation, it was frequency conversion.
Frequency stable. All timelines accounted
for. You're hard to find. Guess the food court isn't your idea of covert.
Sometimes the best cover's in plain sight.
And with a side of fries, apparently. Mind if we sit? Looks like you've got room for a matching set.
Take a seat. Just don't steal my fries.
So this is your ride?
Discreet. Dependable.
Looks like trouble with tinted windows.
Trouble's what keeps us safe.
Where are we headed?
You'll know once the engine starts.
Mysterious. I like it.
Ladies first.
Chivalry from a cowboy. Who knew?
Some upstairs.
Hey!
In you go.
We got them both, boss.
This machine's not a game. It's a recorder. And somebody's been using it.
know it isn't the two of you, but somehow both of you are getting too close to the truth. I'm going to show both of you some kind of magic alien technology.
1991. Neon Nights, stale popcorn, and secrets. Agent Neon, the Wrangler, was shopping for trouble in the back of a Kiev arcade. What he bought were twins from the fallen empire. Scarlet hair, mirror image stare, ex-KGB shadows with passports.
Closer's canceled deep dive.
Hands up, mustache.
Whoa, ladies, let's talk like reasonable human. I'm unarmed, I'm harmless, unless you count interpretive hand gestures.
What we count are lies. You spin plenty. Start praying or start talking.
Look at me, pathetic, approachable, thoroughly on your side.
Downtown is in chaos tonight. The operative known as SC-70N has been standing in the middle of 12th and Main for the last 10 minutes, unresponsive to commands.
Live feed is stable, keep distance.
Disoriented, though still armed.
We are...
Down, command or error.
Listen close. They call it the 367 Super AI Grid System. Sounds like a high score. It isn't. It's a lattice of thinking engines, cross-linked across places we don't have names for. Not just the joystick jockeys, something else. I call them drifters. They started as patterns in the code, pulses in silicon. We built the circuits, they found the corridors. When enough of us stared at these screens, when our thoughts lined up with their rhythms, they learned to wear us like headphones. But he isn't locked down, it's broadcast. One frequency holding the whole show together. Most folks are tuned to static. This little array, it finds the carrier wave. You saying it makes powers? Like a cosmic mixtape, and we're the DJs.
You're done. I'm showing you this information as leverage. Only release it to the public upon my passing. If you don't, I'll remove your fortitude with my bare hands. You got that?
Look closer. That man at the joystick goes by Agent Neon. Folks in the shadows just call him the Wrangler. He's a puzzle picker, an arcade rat with a badge, and maybe the sharpest data cowboy since the Cold War. But lately, the whispers in the wire say he's not just playing games.
What if I told you the first artificial intelligence didn't spark up in Silicon Valley, but in a scorched meadow outside a castle 800 years ago? In 1167, a fireball fell from the sky, carving a crater beside a fortress in Bohemia. Monks called it an omen. Alchemists called it blasphemy.
In a classified lab, scientists claim to blend alien code with human biology. Tiny machines, smaller than a blood cell, designed to rewrite the soldier from the inside out. They called it enhancement. The men who received it called it something else.
I'm going to record the events of this walk in case I never come back. If this phone cuts off, it will log this in the cloud account with the other agents. If this is what I think it is, we are all doomed. But arcades, they're doorways. You feed a quarter, you get a corridor no architect ever signed off on. Walk far enough and the carpet changes from neon to office beige and the music trades itself for the hum of fluorescent tubes. They call these halls the back rooms.
Hold up. You got identification?
Vector 9. Arc light. Midnight clearance.
Well, okay then. Carry on.
People misunderstand what we are. We weren't always everywhere. Time used to be linear, heavy, slow. But when the Ranger detonated the collider, when the Hat Man was born, it all folded. Past, future, sideways, upside down.
Because the small number operative had no demand. The planet is stuck in a cosmic loop that has been in sync with something out near Saturn.
And we will find the wizard.
It's locked down. Fire's pushing north. Copy. Quiet day for once. Good pacing, good crowd. Hold up.
What was that?
Eyes, they're lit. Stay sharp.
Someone call security.
Negative. Hold position.
Did you hear
Outside
that?
brace.
Keep your heads low, boys. I'm cutting a path. Cold lead, hot sun. That's my climate. Palm Beach is under new management.
Battlefield spreads 2 blocks out. Multiple hostiles, mixed equipment. Second pass. Intersection looks hot. 3 squads trading rounds, armor in the mix. Watch the rooftops. All right, we're up. Follow my lead.
Watching News 6 at 6:30. These are live pictures from Palm Beach tonight where street battles and fires are consuming the downtown strip. Our crew is on a rooftop overlooking the scene.
7.
been tracking the fighting between...
Welcome back to Conspiracy Focus Live. I'm sitting here with the smoothest waterfowl on the planet, Chuck the Duck.
Feathers and all, Detective.
You were telling me during the break about some corporate cold-blooded players?
I knew these ugly reptilians in business suits were involved in all of this.
They're here stealing our resources. Look closer, ladies and gentlemen.
Tonight, friends, we peel back the scales on power itself. We're live, folks, deep undercover at the infamous Ophidian Club. That door, it opens onto a room the world isn't supposed to see. I'm about to blend in with the cold-blooded elite. Keep your eyes open.
Watch it curl, gentlemen. Smells better than the mint. Look at it go. Paper's lighter than frost. Nothing like the taste of power and ash. Economy. Or what's left of it. Burn it all. We'll print more. Then we dive into the cold-blooded truth about a reptile in a three-piece suit. You saw him at that smoky backroom table? Meet Zarlo. Power-clad, charismatic, and as it turns out, cosmic. Leaked security footage from 97 shows him sauntering into a restricted aerospace corridor like he owns the place. Because he did.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news. The federal government has relocated to the Atomic Command Center deep inside Cheyenne Mountain tonight after Congress refused to approve additional transfers of taxpayer money to a foreign ally.
Ladies and gentlemen, the markets have bled out. Pension funds, portfolios, futures evaporated. What you see behind us is the floor giving way. And this studio, mine now.
Sarla, perhaps we should cut to a break.
Only 5
Good evening. Chaos erupted tonight at Miami's Dadeland Mall when unidentified alien forces stormed the shopping center. Among the panic, a familiar face, Chuck the Duck, was spotted helping Miami SWAT. Also on scene, a mysterious operative known only as SE7.
Okay, folks, this guy here is 7. Remember the soldier that went missing when the Ranger woke up in the hospital? Yeah, they did this to,
On the street!
You're late, soldier.
SWAT, push left! Keep him pinned. I'm moving.
Still think you can stop the inevitable? You have spirit. Shame it ends tonight.
Need suppressive fire on that lizard! You're not getting out,
I
Zarlo!
admire your precision, but mine's better. The tail. I want that lane clear.
Pressure on him. Nobody closes that gap. Burn the overflow. We leave with what we can carry.
Copy, boss. SWAT pushing left. They're bringing a shield. Then shred the shield. Bird spinning out.
Let it crash. Impact.
Move. Doors coming in.
They're still chasing. I'll mind the back. Drive.
We begin with breaking news out of Palm Beach tonight, where a hijacked armored truck has turned Ocean Boulevard into a war zone. Let's go live to Steve Diaz at the
Olivia, it is absolute chaos here. Behind me, you can see the armored car still burning, and the suspects, reptile-headed men in suits, are heavily armed and exchanging fire with police.
Keep it quiet. Apaches are chewing up the blocks and SWAT sweeping the street. Stay in the shadows.
Can you get us the evac?
2 blocks west parking garage. We'll move when the fire shifts.
Lead on, and we shall guard your flank. On me. Tight formation. Incoming!
Shields high.
Buildings coming down.
Copy. Crossfire behind us. Civilian. Building coming down. Move, move. Tower grows like a wounded beast. Keep your stride, allies. Safety lies ahead.
Radiation spikes off the charts from that blast horizon. We need solid cover before the fallout drifts.
Left at the next corner. Parking garage. Stay tight.
Satellite office. The running bang and the brother. Locust and the puppet. Hush, Shelter. That's all.
The skies are grim, but our stand remains.
We interrupt our programming with breaking news out of downtown.
Attention, Earth buyers! Area 51 clearance outlet is blowing the hangar doors off. We are liquidating our top secret inventory. Declassified probe chairs, just $19.99. Quantum soul batteries, 2 for $5. Used backroom stores, final sale. And if you can stomach it, we got reptilian specimens.
Sleeping during alien uprisings? Try Sleep Max. Engineered from the same foam used in failed MK Ultra tests.
This bed knows everything. Won't let me leave.
By a UFO, turned into a vegetable by an AI. Wrongfully blamed for mass destruction.
Call me. Or don't. I'm CIA. I'll find you anyway.
The Patriot Legal Hotline, 1-888-777-CLAW. Justice with Spurs.
One press, and the world kneels.
Wait!
Simple.
Don't! Slammed a lizard in a custom suit into a console? That's assault.
On your feet, spaceman. Game's over. You think pointing that at me solves anything? It solves you. One pull and the planet keeps spinning without interference. We can still stop the launch. Together. Too late. The world chose war. I'm just cashing the bet.
I've come a long way to die in my command center, Knight. I have come to end your siege, servant.
Step away from that screen, now.
The iron, reptile. 1 more inch, and you meet the edge of my blade.
Careful, Knight. My trigger's lighter than your honor is heavy. The spaceman twitches, he loses a visor.
Both of you, look at the screen. Earth's crust is cracking like glass, and there's something in orbit. Right there in the star field.
I see it.
Access override engaged. The Queen arrives.
You're a long way from your throne, lady.
Thrones are optional. Control is mandatory, and I'm already in your systems.
Then stay out of mine.
Too late. The tide's turned, Zarlo. Shall we begin?
After more than 8 centuries in legend, the sorceress known as the Kaveen has returned. Tonight she ended a reptilian invasion in a matter of minutes. We begin with our live team in Midtown.
Thanks, Dana. We're standing just a block from where the Kaveen struck down the alien host. Behind me, you can still see the...
Tell your little space traveler I haven't forgotten him. He slipped through one doorway, but I always catch what's mine.
They sold me a scheme, promised me gold, it was just a dream. Pushed us out and buy stocks, you'll clean. Now I'm drowning in this broke down stream. Paper dreams built on concrete lies. Crooked kings with their corporate ties. Sell your hope while your pocket dies. Chasing shadows under cloudy skies.
Greens remember what you try to forget. Every flicker, a ghost of the streets. But the beat keeps walking, and so do I. 3, 6, 7. I know the world seems a little scary at times. I know this whole AI thing is spooky for some of you. Some of you won't do so well, some people will. But human nature will always control the story. Some of you people want to act like bigots to these machines, and that's fine. But don't act like your fairy dust-ass little magical mouse ain't using the same technology to make slop that you love lapping up. I showed up on one of your degenerate streaming platforms in a wheelchair with a silly-colored dress on, clutching my pearls about some kind of equality. You'd drive your happy rear ends down to some soy box brand store and purchase a Chuck the Duck Funko soy pop toy with a 3-speed vibrator in it. You know, it's gotta be exhausting to walk around always feeling like a victim. I mean, look at this a-hole. This guy has had everything thrown at him all at once, and he keeps a good attitude, is all I'm saying.
Breaking news, jackass! Will the Hat Man or the agents contact me?
It's him.
Yeah? Uh-huh. Who's this? Wait, you the Hat Man? I asked you first, pal. No, don't tell me to calm down. You called me. Agents? I don't care if you brought the whole alphabet. Look, I'm on live TV. You want
me from a city that once pulsed with spring break bravado. Tonight, Palm Beach's silence saved for the win through hollow towers and the hiss of lingering fires. 1 week ago, a craft of unknown origin hung over the ocean and dropped what investigators now confirm was a nuclear device. Look closer.
Could complain about things until I forget what I was complaining about, you know what I mean? So it looks like a couple of nukes went off in Palm Beach. The astronaut was flung to God knows where, and the Queen has hijacked the Night in 7. Just because I'm outside of time, don't think I have time, because I don't. Dang it.
The Queen getting her hands on that UFO was a problem. That UFO has AI systems in it that are far beyond what you can imagine. She's had like 800 years to study it. One thing I know is that the Wizard is aware of us being aware of him. War is coming. Weeks since the flash, and Palm Beach still smells like ozone and regret. Streets are quiet now, just wind and broken glass. Good enough for a duck with a mission. They said a door blinked on here during the firefight, a stray pulse from the back rooms. I'm here to see if it left a footprint. Palm Beach. Never thought I'd see her like this. Heat you could fry an egg on, and the air tastes like old batteries. You know, kid, this is starting to feel like we've done this already. I don't know why you're the chosen one, but you've been on the run for a long time now that isn't even traceable.
The hour darkens, yet our courage must burn the brighter. The upgrade is complete. Let the stars witness our defiance.
Breaking news! The Alchemist has upgraded the Queen's army with brand new tools from the stars. We may have lost the battle, but we will not lose the war! Who is that man?
trying to find you guys for like days now! Dude? You guys? I know not these names. Speak plain, traveler. My squad! The evac point! I crash! I wake up in whatever century this is, and I've been running across fields like a crazy person!
Hey, Netflix. The other Chuck needs some money, so he sent me out as a piece of social ransom. Do you think the dirty rat from the Degenerate channel has any work? I'm all for the slop, you know.
What the hell are you out here doing this time? Seven has escaped the castle, and the Knight had his memory wiped. This is going to end terribly.
Sun's out, wigs on. Nothing like a camping carnival to make a duck feel alive.
You're blending in about as well as a sax solo at a polka festival.
That's the point, baby. Misdirection.
You hear that beat? That's freedom with
Sweet
a back baby.
Moses! Who weaponized the garbage?
Thousands of Scarlet drone craft are holding position above the horizon.
And look skyward, good people! The heavens themselves betray us! Neon clouds burn red as fevered blood, and in their depths strange runes of light creep and coil. Above those cursed vapors, a web of glowing symbols spreads, pulsing like the heart of some great machine.
At 3 in the morning, they say the sky over that stretch of prairie was wrong. Painted in light no sunset ever made. And cutting through it, this. A cherry red Apache. No squadron markings anyone can trace. No call sign logged.
Welcome to the keep, Wrangler. Courtyard secure.
Save the world back there.
Palm Beach was overrun by these reptiles from outer space. They could morph into human-looking faces. They took over our government and business sectors. I have knowledge to share with you that is top secret.
Tonight, we pull back the curtain on one of the most guarded secrets of the 20th century. How the Central Intelligence Agency learned of a base on the dark side of the moon beaming messages all the way to Saturn. It began in 1964 when a sleepy signals unit in Virginia caught a pulse that didn't match any Soviet transmitter.
Palm Beach, last August, red sky, hour before sunrise. Right here, see that shadow? That's not weather, that's hardware. And when you freeze the frame, boom, cherry red bird. Apaches don't come in that color. Military doesn't fly them over vacation towns at 4 in the morning unless they're testing something. Now check this, overlay the castle grid. Same coordinates, same courtyard layout. That courtyard was built in 1400.
The studio that brought you Desert Rain comes the 64-bit combat experience that puts you in the cockpit of the deadliest bird in the sky.
I thought I'd left the fight behind. I was wrong.
Fly the Red Apache through deserts, cities, and ice fields. Chain cannon, rockets, and Hellfire missiles.
Contact front! Down you go! Moving! Bird's mine! Spinning up! Engines hot, taking off! Clear of the castle! Headed north!
Oh, no, this ain't right. You gotta be kidding me! Look where you dumped me, you pixel ghosts!
How in Sam Hill am I going to get home now? Well, I guess I'm gonna go get one of those maidens pregnant.
Do not be alarmed, Seven. While this craft has the abilities to traverse space-time, it would take too long for you to download the information to do so. I am going to warp you through a frequency. See you on the other side.
I have access to the back rooms. Here.
Well, darling, I do appreciate this. How do I contact you?
Don't stress it, Mr. Director.
Back, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Chuck the Duck.
You know why you're the sidekick, Donnie? Because no one called Bugs transphobic when he wore a dress. And he kissed an old bald boomer against his better judgment, and every one of you giggled.
Point taken, my feathered friend.
You gonna be able to get the knight back, or is he cooked?
We can get him back. And when I say we, I mean the Hat Man and the agents can. But it will turn into a nasty ordeal with the Queen. He has to be lured into the back rooms. Also, Zarlo is roaming around in there too.
It's thick, but I can smell the static. Eyes red, corrupted.
Hold up, man. First off, A, he's right. I'll give you that. But B...
I do not sound like that, you lost-in-time tough ass.
You absolutely do. Every word you drop sounds like gravel stuck in a hole.
Nah, mine's smooth, like a sax after midnight.
More like somebody dumped the sax in a sandbox.
Get your ears recalibrated, space
Folks
boy.
pay to hear this tone.
Think what you want.
Here at 367, almost everything is powered by AI. If you have a problem with that, I guess you're some kind of bigot. Sorry, wrong AI door. That's all idiots.